created undrafted. We got 2 Emmys. And then Alliance for American Football called Bill Polian and told me to get my band back together, so to speak, even though I was retired. And so we ran all the combines for Bill. And then the XFL came back again. They called, ran all those combines. And then we founded American National Combines. And then the new XFL called. And now I'm working for DJ, the Rock Johnson. So you never know where, I feel like Forrest Gump sometimes. But yeah, so this operation is very organized by plan. We're basically having to manage 150 stud athletes who are high anxiety, ready to go, stressed out, good stress, a lot of pressure. You got to control the client. And so that's why everything is organized. The moment they step on the field from outside, the moment they step off, every step is choreographed. There's no choice for them as to where to go or what to do. And that's why it goes smoothly. And the real reason is my veteran staff. My guys have been working with me for 15, 20, 30 years, one of them. We do one thing, and we try and do it the best of anybody. And so far, so good. We keep getting called whenever there's a new league. So I'm really honored to work with the XFL. It's my second season with them. And this is our St. Louis stop. We got D.C. on Sunday. We got to have Houston on like 2 weeks from now or a week and a half from now. And then we in Arizona. And then we finish at the big Super Showcase in Dallas, Texas, July 26 and 27.
Are you the person who's telling these guys, hey, you get a golden ticket to the combine, or how does that process work?
No, I run from that. No, we have a system. I do selecting along with the coaches. So when I'm done, I'll say, here are my picks. Okay. And then the Department of Operations will then review. 99% of the time they agree. I mean, I've been doing this for 35 years. I've probably seen 500,000 players. So I pretty much know what I'm looking for. I got my photo up here. I just want to match it.
Sure.
So we're usually all on the same page. But no, they have then an internal email invitation system that notifies the players if they're invited.
Talk about doing this for 33 years. How much of a curveball was it when you started doing it for the Alt League and kind of fine-tuning the process? This is for XFL 2020 and then coming to XFL 2023.
That's a great question for us to go out to dinner.
Charlie Guido's.
Okay.
Do it.
Really?
I'll buy.
I'm there. Yeah. I'll buy. But anyway, it's a lot of trial and error. Way back in the beginning, we actually had one-on-ones. And I used to like just, hold my breath for 45 minutes while these guys, went after each other. No matter what you tell them, they're football players. They're going to knock heads. They're going to get combative and not just competitive. So we moved away from that. And I had friends, of course, in the NFL because we were basically referring our players from our insurance combines like Adam Vinatieri and Wayne Corbett and Alex Villanueva and Adam Thielen. So, I would say, what do you want now? What do you want now? Because we're working for them. We're not working for us. And so we moved away from one-on-one. Now we just have a non-contact. The actual organization, center of the field, the structure, all that, is basically a lot of contributions from coaches, moms. I mean, just observations, and maybe we could do it this way or that way. And we're now at a place where we can process 300 players and be off this field at 5 o'clock, right? And it doesn't look like a circus. And that really is not football. That's event management. It just happens to be in the football space.
Awesome. How cool is it? You've been doing this obviously a long time, but how cool is it to see these young men compete the way that they do?
Well, you're right. I don't want to date myself, but my first combine was in 1989, and I came up with the idea of a regional combine. No one ever thought of it before. And there's a long story to that. But basically, I had a bunch of leftover guys from the USFL that were out of work and wanted a job. And I said, well, look, there's a lot of guys that are missed. I'll go to your city, and we used to call it camp in a bag. I'd put cones and footballs and stopwatches and clipboards, and I'd fly to Dallas. And a couple of friends of mine in Dallas that are football players, they get their buddies. And so it started out very organically that way. But to answer your question, there's everybody who gets to find one thing in life that they can't live without, is really lucky, and I'm really lucky. There's no better place other than my home with my family than on a football field with these fellas. And the bad part about it is, for 30 years, they look the same age. And every year I get older. I'm like, what the heck? Can I join you all?
You said that you've got kind of in your head what you're looking for.
Yeah.
In a couple sentences, what do these guys have to show you to get that email?
What they have to show me, fundamental, this is a great question, is burst, an explosion, aggression in space while controlling their bodies. All right, they have to run at a certain speed. So at that 40, I literally circle the guys that can run, because if they can't run, there's really not much point. They're not going to be invited. So I have to focus on those that can run. Then what you're looking for is what I just explained, and it matches all the players in the NFL that I've seen for all those years. So I know what I'm looking for. When I'm looking for a corner and I'm looking at his back pedal, he's got to have a smooth, balanced back pedal that enables him to burst in any direction that's called for when the receiver makes his move. As an example, we could go down the list. We want to be lineman, linebacker, yeah, it's a matchup. Quarterbacks, I can just tell you, these guys all look parts and so forth. They got the right height. They got the right conditioning. Can they throw? And so what we're watching in quarterbacks is we're looking at mechanics. So I'm looking at a guy. Is he bouncing? Is he ready to go? Can he pocket escape? Has he got a pre-pass position that's high so he can gun it in any direction? All right. Is his elbow up? Is he transferring his weight towards the throw? Because these have to be hard balls, because these guys can catch them. And the window to catch is very small, very small. It just closes in 2 seconds. So I look at those mechanics first. If they're mechanics, you're probably not going to be able to make the throws that we're looking for, even though you may be accurate for a day. There's a lot more to it than just that.